members!
Welcome, Buccaneers, to Pixel Pirate Plays. This is your host, Pixel Pirate, and today we are playing a game called Dark Scavenger. Dark Scavenger is developed by Scavenger Games. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, guys. And you can pick it up on their website. They have a store, and you can buy it on PC or Mac, but not both at the same time, I don't think. And the game is... No, you can buy it at the same time, sorry. The game is $4.99, or $5 in other words, US. So, not bad. It is basically an adventure game with a... it's an old school adventure game, like a dungeon crawler, where you progress one square at a time. You'll get to know more about it as I play, but so let's get into it. The options... somewhat bare, unfortunately. I can't change the resolution or anything like that, or the controls, although it's mostly a sort of a point and click interface. So let's start a new game. There is a bit of a tutorial, but it's actually quite funny, so I'm going to replay it. You are drifting alone through space. A massive creature approaches you from the blackness. Eek! What do we have here? Says the creature. Oh, just another human. How disappointing. I was hoping for something a bit more filling. Let's go for, get away from me, you freaky space demon. Space demon? Hardly. My name is Den. I am the apex of eternity, and the beginning of something more elaborate. Oh dear. And let us conclude this verbal exchange. I must introduce you to a new breed of existence. You won't consume me so easily. Den cackles loudly. I really can't see a mouth anywhere, but anyway. Your resistance amuses me. Fight back if you can. Okay, so you can punch him in the face. You deliver a massive spin kick to Den's sternum, if he even has one. Den observes your behaviour. It's my turn. Alright, so I have, as you can see, I have weapons, items, and allies as well. So I have an old sword, and there's all the stats for the sword. Fairly detailed stuff, and also a description and the special. So let's use it. Yay. We did 5 damage. You slash Den with your old sword. Den stares at you. Alright, let's do it again. Your weapons do degrade, as you can see, -1 to the weapon. So they do eventually break. You slash Den with your old sword. Den observes your behaviour. Alright, let's punch him again, because they're funny replies. You execute a flying uppercut to Den's jaw. Den observes your behaviour. Let's try the ally, and it's the robot, and we've stunned him. The old robot shoots Den with a laser. It's your turn. What will you do? Ooh, you get another turn. Alright, let's slash him again with a sword. Try clicking on the fist. Yes, okay, let's do that. As I said, it is a bit of a tutorial. You use the dreaded hamster style. Den flicks you backwards and laughs. You take 10 damage. Alright, let's punch him again. Your elbow busts Den's skull. Ouch. Den is tired of playing with you. Hit him with everything you've got. Alright. Elbow drop. Den wraps his huge hand around your body. Something bad is about to happen. You take 10 damage. Alright, punch him again. Flip kick. Den strikes you for tremendous damage. Use the healing potion in the top right corner to restore your health. Alright, so this is the health potion up here. Yay, I am full of health now. Alright, let's punch him again. Execute a flying uppercut. You dive below Den's massive teeth as they chomp down. Alright, punch him again. You kick Den straight in the rear. Den hurls an asteroid into your fragile body. You take 16 damage. Oh dear. I'm pretty tough. Pile driver, that's right, it's a pile driver. You weave between Den's massive metal fingers. Alright. You use the dreaded hamster style. Den laughs and unleashes a swarm of meteors. You are ripped to pieces. Alright. Execute a flying uppercut. Den crushes you with his massive metal hand. Come on, there was funnier ones than that. Dan sets you ablaze with the power of the sun. Take 14 damage, oh dear. Does that mean I'm on fire? Den opens a black hole and then throws you in it. You take 15 damage. I'm damn tough. Alright, I use the dreaded hamster style. Den opens a black hole again. Goodness me. And I use the dreaded hamster style again. And finally, he uses meteors and I am dead. Don't be discouraged, human. I have defeated opponents far stronger than you. However, I see that you are not yet ready to evolve. It's a shame, as I could offer you something much greater than the reality you know. I shall leave you to rot in space when your body has faded away or return to collect your eternal essence. Farewell. Oh dear. It feels like you've been asleep for years. Your eyelids weigh 1,000 pounds as your body struggles to stand. Slowly, you open your eyes. You wake up to find yourself on a spacecraft. Let's greet the strange creatures in front of me. Greetings, traveller. The big unicorn horn coming out of his head there. My name is Camaho, and on behalf of all the Dark Scavengers, I welcome you to our ship. Yikes! Welcome, new Dark Scavenger friend. My name is Folson, and the big one without a mouth is Gazer. And there he is. Gazer stares at you. Quite ominously, I might add. I suppose you're wondering why you're here. Yes, that would be good to know. We found you floating through space. We weren't sure if you were going to wake up at all. That would have made us very sad. Well, isn't he nice? We would love to let you rest, but unfortunately your life is still in peril. How so? Our ship is running out of fuel, and when that happens, we will all perish. Can we get more fuel? Yes, we can, but it won't be easy. Our ship detects a tremendous source of power emanating from a fortress on the planet that we are currently orbiting. If you can get in and grab it for us, we could use it as fuel and maybe get out of this mess. Sounds good. Let's do this. Wonderful, we'll be able to support you through the crafting of powerful equipment for you, but unfortunately all of us are terrible fighters. Folson and Gazer both nod sadly. Oh dear. I'll explain the rest when you get down there. Head through the exit door when you're ready to depart. Alright, so this is the exit door. What if we click on this guy though? Where are you from? Gazer points towards a window. How did you get here? Gazer points towards Camaho. Can you speak? Gazer points towards his mouth, or lack thereof. Have you heard of a giant space monster named Den? Gazer looks pale. I'll take that as a yes. Gazer looks the other way. Alright, I'm going to go for now. Yeah, look, we can talk to all those, but we're not going to. We're going to exit. Because I'm getting sick of reading. Alright, wandering through the serene forest, you encounter two bandits carrying a long marble box between themselves. Swiftly taking notice of you, the bandits place their heavy cargo on the ground, staring at you in disdain. Oh. Hey, what do you think you're doing here? Don't you know who we are? And I shall reply, don't you know who I am? Should we know you? I'm your leader, fool. Bow down before me. You don't look like our leader. I said bow down. The bandits immediately bow down. We're sorry, master. So much will be on our way. The bandits drop the large box on the ground before scampering into the distance. Good work with those bandits. Look like you just found some loot. Do you know what to do with it? No, I don't. Please teach me. We park the ship nearby. Click on an arrow after gaining some loot, and you'll come back to the ship. We will be able to make something useful out of it. This is our ship for your reference. When you come here, we'll take that loot you collected and make cool equipment out of it. I can make you powerful weapons. Folson will create powerful items. Gazer will summon useful allies. Obtaining loot can be tricky, but it's the only way to become stronger. We're all counting on you. Good luck. Sliding the marble container open with a mighty shove reveals a dehydrated skeleton within. One of the bones looks a little different. A bone glazed over with a strange orange sludge. Oh dear me. Caramelized bone. Very well. Let's go here. Click on the crafter tab to turn a caramelized bone into equipment. Each crafter can only be used once per room. This amber sludge has a strange kinetic property. I could use it in conjunction with bone fragments to make a gun. Folsom says you'll be able to go first twice with this awesome cowboy badge. Gazer holds his arms out like a zombie. I could get a zombie, or I could get a cowboy badge. I think I'll go with a cowboy badge. Quick draw badge. Yay. Taking swift notice of you, the bandit howls at you in a drunken stupor. This game's freaking hilarious. Oh man. What? Hick? What are you looking at? You hick? Want a piece of me? What are you drinking? This is Crew Brew. 1 pint of this could kill an alka. It doesn't do anything to us Vendel though. Yeah, I think it does. Tell you what, if you finish a whole bottle of this, I'll let you live. Oh, I have to take that. I'm going to drink it. The liquid tastes funny, then it tastes terrible, then you can't taste it at all. After unloading the contents of your stomach in the grass, you black out for several minutes. When you awaken, the bandit is standing over you, a toothy grin extended between his blackened lips. That was pretty damn impressive. Here, take the other bottle if you get a craving for it. See ya. The bandit snorts and then takes another swig of his bottle before stumbling off into the forest. Yay, Crew Brew. Alright, so we can examine stuff. Let's examine these empty bottles. Did that bandit really drink all these by himself? Click on the environment. Alright, let's have a look at the tree cage. A large cage is camouflaged within the trees. There is enough room for several wild animals or people. And finally the graves. A huge patch of thin red gravestones stick out from the ground. Must have been some sort of battle here. Alright, let's continue on. Oh, whoops. Let's just do this. Let's see. Oh, okay, we can get a vampire. A new alloy has been obtained. The sound of a whip cracks as the rope tightens around your skin. Suddenly you are suspended upside down from a tree. You have walked right into a bandit trap. Oh dear. Distant footsteps and profane language informs you that a roving bandit patrol is on its way. I'll use a sharp weapon to destroy the rope. Let's use our rusty or trusty sword. You cut yourself free from the rope. It sounds like the bandits are almost here. Ask an athletic ally to quickly climb the tree and set up a trap for the bandits. I like it how I love the ability to do all sorts of different things. They've been very, very creative with the things that you can do. Wait for the bandits with your weapons ready. Hide in a nearby shrubbery. Let's do the athletic ally. Which ally? Ooh. Let's try the two-headed leech. Leecheran fails to set up the trap in time. Leecheran is apparently not a very good climber. Oh dear. Bandits lock eyes with you and charge forward. I love the armour. Bloody wooden armour. Next, alright, let's use our flint-locked pistol and go for this guy. And 12 damage, excellent. Massive blast pulverizes the wood, blah blah blah. Bandit loses his footing and face plants. He decides to lie there for a minute. Wood armor bandit is now stunned. Yay. Alright, bandit rams into you with his whole body weight. You take 9 damage. Oh dear. It's your turn. What will you do? Alright, let's use a flintlock pistol again on this guy. Single flintlock pistol blast sends most bandit flying. Wood armor bandit shakes off being stunned. The bandit swings his axe into your waist. You take 5 damage. The bandit brains you with his mace. You take 5 damage. Alright, let's use the sword, and we'll kill that guy. Massive blast pulverizes the wood. Oh, I might have actually used the pistol instead. Bandit slams his mace into your stomach. Take 4 damage. Oh, jeez. Alright, you hit the mace bandit with the rusty sword. Dull edge causing blunt trauma. Alright, we got the trap. So, snap rope. Okay, examine tall trees, examine the spike pit. Oh, that is my little girl screaming. Sorry about that. Alright, let's examine the trees. Several snare traps hang down from those trees, just waiting for reckless feet to step in them. Alright, spike pits. Deep camouflage pits filled with lethal spikes. At least you didn't fall into one of these. The ground suddenly opens up below you. Grab onto the edge. Stick a bladed weapon into the wall, and free fall. Alright, let's grab onto the edge. Fragile dirt gives way. Oh, God. Digging your fingernails into the muddy pit wall, you manage to avoid significant injury. As you crawl wearily out of the spike pit, I should say, you see a distant figure up ahead walking in front of a small army. Man, everyone stay mindful of your environment, but move with haste. God, that is not a man. Look at his feet. Goodness me. If we are to succeed, we must be punctual. Our enemies aren't going to slay themselves. Except perhaps for Aslira, of course. The man and his company wander away. You don't think they saw you. Alright, let's exit north. And we have a snap rope. The rope is made from elastic metal. You could make it work on enemies nearly the same way that it worked on you. With my item, no one will ever want to come near you again. Okay, I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing. Gazer snaps an imaginary whip at you. Let's do that one. Trip whip. Alright. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is basically the nut and bolts of Dark Scavenger. Like I said, you can pick it up for $5 on their website, and I will link you to that in the description. So thanks everyone for watching, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll see you next time.